When a dignified Hollywood actor sits across from a talk show host who believes he can outwit anyone, the result is a clash of ego and integrity, or a moment when respect meets ridicule. Under the glare of studio lights, Denzel Washington took his seat as the guest, calm and poised. Bill Maher, ever smug, leaned forward with his trademark smirk and began, "Denzel, welcome." Finally, someone who's actually achieved something shows up. Most guests here are just selling their egos. Denzel smiled politely. "Thanks, Bill. But I believe anyone who sits in this chair has achieved something. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here." Bill chuckled. "That's the diplomat in you talking. But let's be honest, today's actors are just pretty faces mouthing words. They lack the gravitas you bring." Denzel paused, then responded evenly, "You're dismissing a lot of talented people. The industry's evolved, yes, but there's brilliance across every platform." Bill leaned back, unimpressed. "You mean those TikTok and Instagram A-stars? They wouldn't last 5 minutes with Shakespeare." Denzel's tone deepened. "You're mistaking form for substance. Every generation tells stories differently. Just because the medium's changed doesn't mean the art is gone." Bill waved his hand. "Half these people don't even know what art means." Denzel's voice sharpened. "And who appointed you the gatekeeper of creativity? You've confused criticism with wisdom. I've spent years perfecting my craft, but that doesn't give me the right to look down on someone else's journey." Bill interrupted. "So 15-second lip-sync videos are the future of storytelling? That's not art, that's branding." Denzel looked straight at him. "And who are you to decide what's art and what's not? You sit here weekly tearing people down. What have you created that gives you that authority?" Bill defended. "I provide a platform where truth gets spoken." Denzel let out a dry laugh. "That's not truth, that's mockery. You invite people here to serve your punchlines, not to have real conversations." Bill pushed back. "If someone can't take a little heat, why be in the public eye?" Denzel's voice was now firm. "There's a difference between criticism and condescension. You use people's vulnerability as fuel for jokes. You don't want a dialogue here, you want dominance." Bill shot back. "You're taking this too personally." Denzel's response was calm but razor sharp. "No, I'm just telling you the truth you claim to love so much. You pose as a wise commentator, but real wisdom lifts people up, it doesn't belittle them." Bill raised his voice. "Truth can be harsh." Denzel's eyes narrowed. "And who made you the judge of what truth is? You've confused cruelty with honesty." Bill snapped. "At least I say what I think." "You're just trying to please everyone," Denzel answered. "Truth without empathy is just arrogance. You're not connecting people, you're exploiting them." Things grew heated. Bill said, "You're an actor, you don't know what real life is." Denzel stood up slowly, his voice quiet but firm. "Every role I've played has been about exploring human truth. What you do isn't truth or art, it's performance without soul." Bill mocked. "So now you're analyzing me like one of your characters?" Denzel replied, "I don't need a role to see that your confidence is just a mask." Bill shouted, "You don't know what I've sacrificed." Denzel calmly responded, "Maybe not. But I can see you measure your worth by how small you can make others feel." There was a silence. Then Denzel asked, "What have you actually given this world?" Bill, visibly agitated, said, "I show people the truth." Denzel corrected him, "No, you sell your bitterness as truth." Bill, trying to recover, said, "This is a great debate." But Denzel removed his mic and said, "No, I'm done. I came here to talk to a man who, even in disagreement, respects humanity." "You take pleasure in people's pain." Bill scrambled, "We're just having a strong discussion." As he walked away, Denzel said, "Real discussion requires honesty and good faith. You have neither."